Hello all and welcome to Nigel's garden. We're doing another apple update, and Nigel's going to show us around some of the apples in his garden now that they're in full colour, and you can see that he's got multiple varieties on certain trees, and I'll put you through to Nigel now. Okay, Nigel?
Okay, Julie, thanks very much. The first thing you might like to look at is this tree here. You can see we've got several interesting varieties. This one is marked in Custard, which we found at Coates Patch a few years ago.
Yeah, and that's near Rugby.
That's right.
Leicestershire, I should say, for those that don't know.
Yeah, it's a long lost variety which was identified by our friend Sally Cunningham a few years ago, and we're now getting a few trees round and about the county.
Okay.
Here we've got a variety from Germany, Varieties. This is a red-fleshed apple.
Are these eaters or, yeah?
Yeah, these are eaters, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They had trouble when they tried to grow these in Italy because the climate there is a bit warmer, and they planted a big commercial orchard.
Right.
And unfortunately, it got fire blight and they had to take it out. But when you get a warmer climate, the fungal disease susceptibility goes up.
Is that what that is, that fire blight?
Fire blight, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure, is it a fungus or is it bacteria? I'm not sure.
Okay.
It may be bacterial, I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
Over there you can see Golden Noble.
Okay.
Another cooker.
Is it, just a little observation that I'm making, do the cookers tend to be the bigger apple?
Frequently, yes.
But obviously not, you know, I mean, you can see in the supermarket you have big apples, but probably from the ones grown in the UK, would you?
Yeah, I think that's quite an interesting observation. I'd never thought of that, but perhaps the reason that some of these big apples have been preserved as cookers is that they're easy to handle.
Yeah, and they're bigger, and they, yeah.
Imagine if you're in service, say 150 years ago, and you were making an apple pie for 30 people. It'd be much easier to do it if the fruit was large.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get back here, Nigel, and I'll let you walk in ahead, and you can...
Oh, could we just have a look at this one? This is worth a shot. This is an apple tree that we grafted about, just over a year ago, and it's got one fruit on it, and we think this might be Leicestershire St Cecilia.
Okay.
A lost variety, which...
is that something to do with a monastery or something, or is it...?
Yes, we found... it was actually bred at Mount St Bernard's Abbey.
Okay.
And the original tree, which we tried to locate, is now lost. It died about 15 years ago. But we found an ancient orchard with a tree with an apple rather like this underneath it, and we thought that might be St Cecilia.
Right.
So we've grafted it just to see if it matches up to what we expect.
Okay. Oh, and just look at those apples over there, folks, on that tree.
Yes, that's not my tree, that's
not
the
your
neighbour's
neighbours,
tree,
but just
but
look at
it's
it.
amazing. That's Chapman's Colossus. And that's a Leicestershire unique seedling.
Wow.
Grown from a pip about 60 years ago. Yeah, watch your feet on the...
Yeah. Just look at this, folks. Look at this. What are these, Nigel?
These are a variety of sweet corn.
God.
These are from Portugal.
8 foot high.
Yeah, they're from Portugal. They get a bit higher than this, but they don't actually form any seeds and cobs until they get to about 10 feet.
Oh, right, okay.
And when they do form them, they're multicoloured.
Right.
And I think this might be worth a picture. This is Langston's Fortune, sometimes called just Fortune.
Right.
And I've never seen them as brightly coloured or as shiny as this before. Look at the finish on the skin.
Yeah.
And this year they're tasting delicious.
Wow.
Bramley's there.
Plain old Bramley's, folks. Look at that. Ah, this is the... I'm just looking down here, Nigel.
Oh, those,
Are these
yes.
the tomato variety?
Oh no, this is an East German variety called Beinrode, and you can see they're bright red, they're red inside, and they have crimson blossom, very, very pretty.
Right.
The apples aren't fantastic, but they're acceptable eating apples.
Yeah.
A nice variety here, this is from Norfolk, found in a hedgerow, and we're preserving this. It was found by a guy called Brian Durrant. It has a most unusual flavour of Parma violets, and it's also very sweet.
Okay.
So we're using that as one of our parents in our apple breeding. That will be ready probably in about late October.
Okay.
And one other that is of some interest is this one. This is the Sutton Elms apple. This was found in the middle of the Dual Carriageway near Sutton Elms.
Which is in Leicestershire, folks, near to where we live.
And the reason that we're preserving this one is that the apples have a flavour of honey. Most unusual. They don't get any bigger than that, so I don't know if they're going to be commercially any good, but they're certainly a worthwhile local variety.
Right. And these are all this year's seedlings?
Yeah, they're this year's seedlings. They're not growing as well as last year's seedlings. I don't think it's been quite sunny enough, but...
Yeah, we had a little chat about this, didn't we? And we weren't sure whether it was being sunny or whether it was the compost we've been using.
Yeah, it could be either.
But say, I've not had any trouble with what I've grown, so... Did you get yours from the same place? I won't mention the name, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I don't think it's that.
No, I think probably it's just that the weather has been rather cooler and less sunny than's ideal for apple seedlings.
Yeah.
But they'll be fine. Next year they'll perk up, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, one more variety worth a look. This is Grenadine, and again this is you can see the skin is a sort of pinkish green, but again this is an apple which is bright red inside. That will be ready probably in 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. Okay then, Nigel, thanks for that. And
thanks, Julie.
we're going to be doing a bit more filming in a minute. What we're going to be talking about, Nigel?
I think probably about drying apples. A lot of people aren't aware that you can store apples by drying them.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting. So that'll be a separate video, folks. Keep an eye out for it. Thanks for watching.